Download and watch it live on Sport TV Now app.
Reigning champion here in Macao, Wang Manyu makes their way towards the table. If tonight's theme later on will be superstars against would-be usurpers, well, it's not the case here, as two very familiar foes, both from China, of course, come face to face. There's that record, 10 previous encounters, 8 of them won by Wang Manyu. And if you look to those results, the last time Wang Yidi won was actually back in the WTT Champions in Frankfurt in 2023. She won comprehensively on that day, but that record does not favor her.
Umpire Chen Yijia from Hong Kong, China.
Wang Yidi versus Wang Manyu. First game, Wang Manyu to serve. Love all.
And as we see the first exchange, obviously so many subplots. You have Wang Yidi, who's trying to end a 2024 title drought. Of course, that's not the case with Wang Manyu at all. Subplots galore here. And a bit of power there from Wang Manyu to open up her account.
Yeah, good defense on the first one from Wang Yidi, but if it's not right at the baseline, as this one's quite shallow. I expect to see a lot of change throughout this match in terms of serves. We have to remember, they're both from the same team, no coaches on benches, so it's going to be up to them to figure out the answers alone.
The first of those protracted backhand rallies ends up with a forehand in net from Yidi.
Yeah, good coverage here. Some of the pace in this rally. That one comes right back. The idea is right, but Wang Manyu keeps quality on it, so Wang Yidi tries to rush the stroke. A little bit of a seatbelt shot across the chest.
When you look at those recent encounters, and we spoke about them being fairly lopsided, one-sided, is there anything we pick out of that? Is there anything to do with the way they play?
Well, it sure could be. You never know exactly what it is. Ooh, break off the net here. I'm going to say at the same time, confidence is a funny thing. I think one thing we can relate to, even if we're not all professional athletes, let's say, just that on any given day you will match here.
Loving the way that there's this push, and then suddenly the acceleration and the way that they suddenly turn it into something meaningful.
Why are these strong, fast players just dinking it? Well, they're protecting. They're keeping the opponent from attacking.
And she drops that one, but on the balance of things thus far, Wang Yidi will be very happy with the start she's made.
The quality in this rally, the heat that Wang Yidi turns up from that backhand corner, both sides of the racket, rockets coming off. It's self-defense throughout from Wang Manyu. Watch her, she's ducking and covering. And finally, she gets her own spin. And
who takes out the first game, 11-7. Utterly impassive as she walks to the towel. But that's an impressive start by the player seated one below her opponent. 11-7 in the first. Wang Yidi has the advantage. Oh, big net, double bounce, and there you are. Just on that point, is variation going to be a factor here? We've spoken about the familiarity with each other's games. And off the back of that, that is a wonderful exchange there.
Quick into the rally. Right, 2 covers with the forehand. The defense.
She's finding herself just tucked up, just cramped up a little bit a couple of times. The quality of Wang Yidi, she's zooming in, zoning in on that Wang Manyu body a couple of times.
Incredible play, the forehand flick. Wang Manyu puts the pressure on as early in the point as she can, and this was going to be a big factor for me from the start. Wang Manyu is the taller player, takes longer to recover from her strokes. Short strokes, good timing. Wang Yidi on the forehand, right back into the body. Watch the angle on this finishing shot. Heavy spin, doesn't move early, and right back in a little bit to the elbow of the forehand, and it leaves Wang Manyu doubting her decisions. Way behind the table, these are tough. Wang Yidi, killer shot down the middle. Had to get airborne for both of those two. I would tell you, even at the professional level, inside the top 100, probably 50% of the top women in the world would have been done after the first lob, let alone the second. Look how high this is, and the kick, that is some power there, but it comes from the legs first. Racket speed, placement, she's got it all.
That's a sensational way to take out. Pushes that long. Yeah, something's got in there a little bit just now. 2-3.
When I think playing under any sort of physical condition, anything that's holding you back, again, the backhand close to the table is important.
That time to the forehand. Well, those are two good points she's won, and that's twice in a row we've seen Wang Yidi show some frustration and disappointment. Such are the standards she's set so far. Wang Manyu is showing the quality of a champion here as she pulls level in the third. Oh, she's out of this, out of that point.
The body language to me says there's something that we don't know right now, but that we suspect. I think this is why we follow WTT on social media, so we can get the full story behind the scenes of what actually happened. Post-match, I'll be curious to hear what happens. It's not over yet, but a strong finish in Game 3 from Wang Yidi.
And she didn't really move for that one there. Well, look who's still here.
Short rallies, when you are injured, whatever it may be, shorter rallies better.
And she's cruising here just at the point before this one finishes, which could happen quite soon. Wang Yidi, remember, beaten in the final in the Singapore Smash. That was Wang Manyu, of course. Also final in Taiyuan, went down to Chen Xingtong. And that's it. It fades long. A little acknowledgement there from Wang Yidi, and she'll know that she wasn't up against the 100% or anywhere near it Wang Manyu that she knows. But the fact of the matter is that she has absolutely blitzed the reigning champion who loses her crown here as Wang Yidi progresses to tomorrow's final. And how about that for a casual acknowledgement of the crowd? Off she goes.
Download and watch it live on Sport TV Now app.